exciting thing to Wicked Sales, the first episode of Wicked Sales. We have 3 wonderful players here today who are going to be forming a wonderful evil empire. And yes, and we'll introduce them properly when we get into it. But for now, we have a lovely blank world map to my side. I haven't put it in Roll20 yet, but I will. But you'll notice that this map has no names and no information. And that is because this is the kind of game where we talk about that. We figure out the kind of world that we are in. Why am I not seeing the things I need to see? There they are. Excellent.
That was a very good Mythical Morning type introduction. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that. And eat spicy foods.
Pretty much. That's the entire show.
But I know my dad was hooked to it for a while. But we don't even know the name of this realm yet. And I'm already regretting the jaunty guitar music that I chose as my background track. But the cyberpunk music sounded weird. I don't know.
It doesn't really fit in this kind of situation, huh?
This is too relaxing.
Yeah. I had to say, when I was designing my torture chamber, I had like easy guitar music. I was like, this just doesn't feel right. Music plays such a big part in these things. People don't realize. You have the wrong music, it fucks everything up. I was about to ask if we can curse, but I forgot this is your stream.
Oh yeah, you could fucking curse.
I was like, oh wait, never mind. This is Legio's stream. Of course you can fucking curse.
All right, well, soft piano music, but at least it isn't relaxing guitar music. So, as you can see of this realm, there's a few larger continental islands and some smaller islands, spits of land, so to speak. But there's not much known to you about this land for now, as we zoom in somewhere kind of near the western border. A small 2-mast brigantine sailing as fast as it can towards the lands of light. The ports of light, as they were, for the last thing you remember is being captured. Thousands upon thousands of warriors moving in, attacking the dungeon, slaying your previous master, the previous wicked ones that you served. For now, you wait. As we kind of zoom down to the lower decks into what is collectively known as the menagerie, where all sorts of different rooms have been partitioned out. In one room, there are a bunch of kobolds just kind of sitting there twiddling their thumbs in a big mass. In another, there's just rows of cells that goblins are just sitting and skulking. You can hear the caws and creaks of other exotic creatures and animals, all caught during various raids. Now tell us, what might we see in this menagerie? What characters might lurk amongst them?
until you mentioned characters, the first thing that came to my head was like carnivorous ostriches as like an animal species, and my brain was like, "That's a perfect idea." Until you said characters, I went, "Oh, okay, someone intelligent. Okay." Shit.
I
have
mean,
to think. I have to
they're
start thinking now.
the carnivorous ostriches are there too, but you're also there.
Well, think about it though.
Yes.
What's scarier than carnivorous ostriches? Intelligent carnivorous ostriches.
Oh, that would be. Oh man.
Like velociraptors, but like with I don't know, huge. Like fucking.
Give us the flesh of your chickens, and you will be spared.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Can this include like people from like the previous dungeon and stuff like that, or?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, this could. I was thinking this was like you guys, or maybe even like other creatures that might have been captured as well. Like, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking like an elderly orc who was like not like a famous like chief of like his tribe, but like he was a guy that was a big thorn in the Forces of Light side for quite a long time, but now he's old, you know? He wasn't able to fight as well as he could and finally got captured. And he's just heavily bitter over the entire exchange. He should have died a glorious death in battle, and they've put him in chains.
Indeed, and he's kind of towards the front of the boat, chained there, and he for now doesn't have anything to drink, so he's just sitting there scornfully.
You might also find a certain fungi.
A fungi, huh?
Indeed. A fun fungi.
Tell me about this fungi.
Fergal the fungi. I mean, need I say more? You're already in love with the character.
Describe Fergal the fungi. How tall are you? What are you all gangly?
Slightly above average height. He has big, what's the word? Lanky arms. And a mushroom cap. Just imagine Toad put on that like medieval stretcher thingy. You know, that torture
So you have a bright ass like red and white cap.
Yeah, but it's slightly, you know, there's some moss on it. It's, you know, aged, weathered more than Toad.
Okay.
Yeah, and he has a nice mushroom stock body, big fucking like nearly neon yellow teeth in his mouth.
Oh god.
He's something you'd expect to see in a swamp. You know, he wouldn't look out of place.
Nice.
Yes, Fergal the fungi. You find yourself in one of these cells as well.
Oh, if you don't mind, I don't mind introducing my character as well then.
Yes.
Beyond just an NPC. There's this little kobold called Loggins. It's not a name he chose, it's just what someone called him as he was just trying to drag literal logs around and just couldn't do it, and a bunch of humans made a funny nickname and he's stuck with it now.
Did he get caught in the danger zone?
Maybe. But he's not the tallest kind of kobold. He's a little stunty even to a kobold. So he's like painfully short. He's got a bit of a stomach, even though he doesn't eat very much. Like he still looks a bit chubby no matter what he does. And he's got like loads of like tattoos that isn't like what like properly tattooed onto him. It's stuff that he's drawn on himself. He looks a little psychotic. Like he's got the crazy eyes a little bit, but not too absolutely crazy. It's like he's got like the one that does the little twitch every once in a while kind of deal, kind of crazy.
You just described me.
Oh shit. I'm sorry.
Just looking at my camera, going, "This is him." There you go.
So is Loggins amongst the other kobolds, or has he been segregated out?
He has definitely been segregated out. Because the moment he's near other people, he's either talking about a weird fucking heretical goddess, or he's trying to like make himself like the charismatic dictator, where he's trying to lift up everyone and have them like rebel immediately.
Yeah.
Like this is he has dreams of grandeur, the likes of which maniacal like bastards can't even fathom. He is that grandeur and like high thinking of himself.
Yeah, the second this happened very early in the journey is the sailors noticed that you're talking way too much to the other kobolds, and they were listening way too much. So they pulled you out and they put you in another cell.
Yeah, and now he's just loudly complaining without stopping, like he is not stopped. So he's horrifically thirsty, but he's not going to stop. He's going to keep on nagging to the guards or anyone who's within earshot, and he's just going to keep on going. He's not going to dare stop. He's being a little bastard. And that is Loggins.
The one character. There's always that one character that thinks they're great, never shuts up.
Exactly. That is my guy.
There was silence.
What?
There is no Bled, there is only Captain Chum Chum.
Ooh, tell us about Captain Chum Chum.
Captain Chum Chum and his 5 crew of goblins. We are stuck. Bottom of.
Trying to maintain the voice is a little difficult when you're trying to also think of how to describe your character.
Oh.
Yes. How best describe Captain Chum Chum? He is a grizzled goblin pirate.
What are his effects? Like would they have taken like your goblin-y captain-y clothes away from you, or do you think you still have them?
He had a lot of legendary weapons, as he claimed. So they took them away, even though they were not legendary whatsoever. And they've basically attached a ball and chain to his leg, which he can like easily lift, even though he's a goblin. But he doesn't tell them that.
A weapon, right?
Interesting. So Chum Chum's a mighty pirate.
He is definitely a marauder. Heavy wink.
Indeed. As this goes towards choosing our callings, Captain Chum Chum is a brave marauder, a warrior of the finest caliber and of great training. And for your calling abilities, what have you chosen? Captain?
Captain?
Can you hear me?
Oh,
I'm-
yes,
I'm
we can now, yes.
I can now, yes.
All right. For abilities, like my actions and stuff, or do you mean like my?
The two like big wordy abilities on the side, on the left side.
Oh, I went with Battle Master,
Mm-hmm.
so I can spend stress for incredible feats of athletics, and Cohort. My minions are always elite.
Yes, and I believe you get to choose one thing that they also get.
Yes, they are all versatile.
Ooh.
They have 2 actions that have 2 days, and 3 actions. Four actions that have 1 day.
Yes. So they're trained in a variety of things. For they're pirates themselves, are they not?
There are indeed all 5 of them are pirates.
Oh. Excellent.
They're the biggest and baddest of goblin pirates. Veterans of many journeys.
Biggest?
He's the biggest, so they's the best.
Exactly.
Is biggest big though?
Yes.
For goblins. Couple inches taller than the others.
But yeah, this captain sounds kind of terrifying.
I
Like,
agree.
He can run around, he can lift things of like far heavier than you'd think. Like, he's tough, and he's got like a badass horde of like absolute little badasses. Like, you don't want to mess with this boy.
They've given him a weapon. They've given him a metal ball that's attached to him that he can lift. They've
Oh, I'm
given
sure
him a
that's
weapon.
not going to come into play at all. Wink, wink.
I doubt they even think he can lift it. They're like, oh, he's just a goblin.
Just a
He
little
can barely
goblin.
lift a. He can barely
That
lift a
will be
sword,
their
let alone a
reckoning.
bow.
That'll be the reckoning.
Exactly.
So what is Fergal's calling?
I don't know. Where am I looking for?
I believe you're a conniver, aren't you?
I am. That's yes. I'm a lying piece of shit. I'm a manipulative. and
I'm a
controlling-
lying, horrible person.
Yeah, pretty
Oh
much.
yeah, you chose masterful liar. You are a lying,
Yeah.
horrible person.
That's what I'm basing my character. I'm pretty much a lying piece of shit.
And also, you have your fungi spores to like communicate with people's minds.
And my head melting fungi
Yes.
balls. Spores? Not balls.
Well,
Different thing.
yes. Yeah.
My fungi balls. What's a separate thing?
Well done. Well done.
And Loggins is a brute, right?
No, Loggins is a powerful and incredible devout worshipper, a zealot, one might say. Someone who knows for a fact not only will their god succeed, but rain terrible punishments upon the unbelievers.
Mm-hmm.
He's very chill when you when you give him the chance. Unless you're rich, unless you're better than him, unless you exist, and
Unless you're not
especially, and if you're not him. Otherwise, he will do he'll do his best to make your life lesser than his own. He will become better than you.
Doesn't
That
that
is just a fact.
reflect like 99% of other people right now?
Well, it's 100%. But considering he said if they're not him. So
Oh.
It's 100% of everyone else.
Oh wow, yeah, this is a little psycho here.
Look, I'm just saying that no one is as good as he is, and he knows it. In fact, he knows it incredibly well. In fact, he will tell you how amazing he is. Every opportunity you give him.
I don't think I want to interact with this person.
As long as he's calm, he doesn't run his mouth off for 300 years straight. Best thing I can say about him.
Is he ever calm?
Technically, yes.
Because he has to be, I'm assuming.
Even if I have to say mechanically, yes. Technically, he is sometimes calm, yeah. Sometimes he will, like, not just become the super Mormon that he is inside.
Not by choice.
As you sit here contemplating, time passes a little bit, about a week, and your caretakers are getting cooler as ever as they talk about being mere weeks away from a proper shore, and that can only mean a capital of the light where your fate would be sealed. Your only recourse is to plan and plot, to consider forming a new dungeon. But under what wicked ones would you serve but yourselves?
Yeah, I admit, I was about to say, like,
The master, I see.
yeah, like, we're already good enough to be leaders. We always were, so let's just be the leaders now. That's perfect logical sense.
Yeah. We're great people, so let's be great people and rule the world.
Exactly. See, someone finally gets it.
Totally didn't quote every government in the world. We're great, let's be pricks. Or anyone, I mean, that could go for a lot of people.
So, in what way do the three of you communicate this? You're all in different cells. How would you pass the message?
My spores, of course.
Ooh, how do you do so?
I go. I release my spores. They're noticeable, but they can be.
So
you
it's
know,
like
you're
a
not-
cloud that just seeps
Yeah.
out.
Someone could see it. They're not gonna go, "Oh look, a spore." You know, they're gonna be like,
Like, what's that? Ugh.
"Yeah, like let's get away from the weird, moldy mist." You know, no one wants to be caught in it, really.
Right.
Which is good, because it means they're not gonna get, the wrong person in the
Okay. I'm not sure how most of the monsters would feel about this. I mean, anyone that worked with you before would obviously realize, oh, it's just Fergal.
Yeah.
But it depends. Like Loggins and Chum Chum, how do you react to the strange fogs seeping towards you?
I think Loggins is like a little disgusted by it, but accepts it. At least for now, anyway, because the situation can't get any worse.
It's not like they can
thinks?
go bar. They're in case.
Yeah.
It's not like we can leave.
And it's like one of the few things that reminds him of home now at this point. So I think Loggins will be very happy about it. Well, he'll accept the spores. But how about the captain? Is Chum Chum okay with this? With these spores? If you're alive?
You're try once more. You didn't come in that time.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Alrighty. Chum Chum would probably not even be paying attention to them, considering he's in a cage with 5 other goblins, who are all crazed, aggressive pirates. So he kind of like step back a little bit while the mess is going on in the room, and he just accidentally sniff it up.
Oh god, my everything!
Then I believe the conniver gets to describe what advices or criticisms that you're imparting on them.
I do indeed.
And and this isn't properly using strings because you're not doing this for a reroll, so I won't make you use stress. And welcome, Liching Hour.
Oh, hi, Lich. What's up, monsters? Hey, just because we're monsters doesn't mean we're monsters, okay? Just because we're a bad guy.
Just
doesn't
because
mean
you
we're
are a bad guy does not mean you are a bad guy.
Exactly, Zangief.
Except me, I'm very much a bad guy, and I'll take complete advantage of it against all of you. Don't worry about it, bros.
That's my favorite quote of all time. I use it on the daily.
Well, what's funny is if you know who Zangief is, that is something he would really say.
I also love 2 minutes later they find a used pair of Zangief's shorts. They're like, ooh.
That was a funny part of that movie. But yes, what do you impart upon them, Fergal, the fun guy?
We do not need no masters. We are the masters. Rebel and rise, my friends. I'm raising a drink. You can't see it on my camera. I don't say ah.
I knew I liked this fun guy for a reason. I knew I liked him.
Because I'm a fun guy.
Exactly.
Gross mushroom man speaks truth.
The mushroom man. How are we going to get out is the question.
Actually, would you say that my cell is close to Chum Chum's cell? Or would you say that like he's pretty far off?
I would say that you would be fairly nearby, because yeah, you'd be nearby, absolutely.
Okay. Then, in my way of communicating a plan, Loggins is going to sing an old war song.
Please actually sing an old war song. Let's go.
No,
Go.
no, I'm not. No, I'm sorry, but no. Because it'd just be World War One shit, and you'd be like, "What the fuck is all of this?"
That's even more entertaining.
Can it be? Can it be?
God damn it! But yeah, like he's singing like this old war song of like how like a bunch of monsters raided a human village and absolutely fucking crushed it, and it was great, and everyone partied afterwards. You know, the best kind of song.
We're in a boat, not a village.
It's not about the specifics. It's about the message, the meaning, the values, and the morality.
You start singing your song, and after a while, one of the caretakers comes down and starts banging his club against the bars, and in light tongue, he utters a sentence. Those of you who know the tongue of light, or at least are a little fluent in it, would know that he's saying like, "Stop it, vermin! Stop it!" As he's just bashing his club against the bars, where thunk, 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 and after a while, he just storms right back up the stairs to where he's hanging out.
Are we constantly watched by a guard, or is there loads of guards around?
Not really. Every now and then a caretaker will walk through to make sure you're not doing anything weird. Like once a week you'll be rotated to a different cell. So there's always a couple cells that are free, because they're trying to make sure that you aren't like digging your way out or doing something weird.
I see. Yes, that's Lich. He's here to make sure we're not doing anything weird. I mean, being a fun guy is weird. A fun weird thing.
Yes?
Fergal would like to... He's gonna stomp his big fungi stump feet and try to draw a caretaker to him.
Okay, I would like you to consider what kind of action would this be. What are you trying to lure him to you like purposefully?
Yes.
Then
I'm trying to
then that sounds like why am I struggling to... I have so many windows open, I'm sorry. Oh, you have more, you get to pick another skill to have 1 dot and another skill to have 2 dots.
Oh, I do I?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. 2 dots.
Oh, there you go. Fergal, smash!
Yeah, he's pretty much Groot at this point.
And then you get to pick another 1 dot. Ooh. Finesse.
Finesse.
All right. So go ahead. Continue to describe that, and I believe you could just click on the word, and it'll allow you to roll that action.
Would that be smash then?
No, smash would be if you're trying to like break your way out. Because aren't you being tricky? You're trying to trick them.
Yeah. No, you're right. I'll do this. Boom. No. It definitely did something, but it didn't show. Hang on, let me try again. Because oh wait, no, I see. You have to press this one. No bonus. There we go.
Is a rousing success.
Nice. That's always
Uh,
something I like to hear.
So, the way the system works, just like Blades in the Dark, where you have a pool of d6s, you roll them, and depending on like positions and standing, it could like change the roll and make it more difficult. But this is a pretty open and shut case where you're making a bunch of noise, you're stamping your foot down, and soon enough, one of the caretakers comes down, starts banging on the bars per usual, and in light tongue he's like, "Stop thrashing around!" Ah!
Okay. So is he saying directly to me or just on my
Yeah,
cage
he's
there?
like, he's looking like right at you.
Okay, I'm gonna get my big funky hands. I don't know how I was gonna just like say meaty, but it's not meat, it's I don't know. I don't know what it's made of. Stocky hands. And I'm just gonna onto his face and pull him to the bars.
Oh no, Father Jaridy's here. Everyone jump aboard. Jump into the water. Abandon ship.
Oh, cockroach appears. That's why I was stamping, totally. I was trying to get a cockroach.
So what would you, I'm sorry, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna get my big chunky hand and just grab him by the face and pull him in towards the bar of the cage.
Oh, okay, so you would like to smash the guard.
Yes. Not in that way, but you know what I mean.
Let me smash.
You know. Okay, so I click this. And that does this. Oof.
So, I'm
Two
pretty-
ones.
That's a pretty big oof right there.
Engagement. Beginning range. Engagement. Okay. Now, okay, this is something I roll against. Okay.
I hope you do better than 2 ones.
Oh, jeez.
Well, unfortunately, he's really not used to like smashing people against the bars of a cage.
Yeah, I essentially just rubbed my hand on his face.
Is it 5 and... Yeah, oh yeah, it is 4 and 5 that's mixed. So, you reach out, and he steps back, and he goes, "Whoa, whoa!"
Okay.
And he kind of clobbers at your fist a little bit, but not enough to hurt you. He just kind of clobbers at it as he steps back, and he says, "Oh, you feisty bastard! We'll sell you first." He starts walking out.
In light speak, of course, so God knows what the fuck he actually said.
Damn. Okay.
He sounded very upset.
I assume there's a door to this cage, because that's how cages tend to work.
Yes.
Alright,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna-
it has a big old like regular
Chunky
old
lock.
tumbler lock. Yeah.
You know, my feet tend to work quite well. I'm just gonna... This is gonna be smashing.
Well,
I'm just gonna
would
fucking-
Loggins like to try anything as well?
Oh, right, yeah, go ahead. I forgot I'm not the only player.
Yeah.
So what's that?
Would you like to try anything? Because you see the mic in it
Yeah.
almost tore off the caretaker's face.
Look, there's me! There's Fergal!
There he is.
Yes.
It's
I'm
Fergal.
going to do something.
Ooh.
I just realized how much Fergal looks like the new Lich thing.
It
No.
really does. You're kind of like a mascot.
Now the question is, did they remove? Actually, do we have any of our gear? Actually, Vector, we just asked that.
Well, how much of your gear related to pyromania?
Sadly, not as much. Actually, in fact, none. In fact, if anything, his robes can catch fire pretty well.
Well, because they wouldn't let you keep the candles or anything to like use it, and they would not want you to have your books because, well, they know you're some kind of magician, so they don't want you to have your magic books.
Ugh,
No propaganda.
Ugh.
They don't know that. They assume that all monsters are sneaky little devils.
I mean, in this case, he's
I'm
not
so
wrong,
sneaky. This big hulking mushroom, he's so sneaky.
But you would have your robes.
but yes. I am, because I'm in a cage right now.
Mm-hmm.
How would I escape a cage with just my robes and my wits?
MacGyver could do it.
Using my claws, my kobold claws, I'm going to try and lockpick the cage door. I'm probably not going to succeed, but I'm going to goddamn try.
This sounds like an act of tinkering.
It does a bit, yeah. Which let's go. Wait, oh yep, no bonus. Damn it!
It's better than 2 ones.
So, it's at this point that you keep fidgeting with it, and Fergal, you see that the kobold that got segregated, he's just outright trying to pick his lock. This is when you might want to consider using strings.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I will. That's very good. Yeah, I will use strings. You remember my voice in your head, allowing you to re-roll a failure. If you roll a success, I get a dark heart. What criticism or advice do I mean, what did I previously pardon you? I said, we can do shit ourselves and we're great.
Well, that was before, but what else have you told him? Like was that? Surely you've been conspiring for a couple of days now. There has to be some other thing you have.
No lock, door, guard, or wall will stand in our way. We will reign victorious and supreme.
Yeah.
And in between each of those words was like a picture of someone trying to do a lockpicking skill. It was imposing it through the power of metaphor and speech.
All right, so you get to roll again there, Loggins, and
I put 1 stress up.
yeah, you gain a stress.
Let's go! 2 5s.
I would have been very angry if you said it again, by the way.
I believe that is a mixed, so you don't gain a dark heart, unfortunately, but you tinker, and your nail snaps in, and you hear another ka-thunk as you go, eh, and you push it free, and it's open.
Freedom!
And
We're still on a boat.
And from up above, you hear someone saying light tongue. What's that? What's that sound?
I am immediately moving over to Captain Chum Chum's cell, and I'm just going to say to him, "Let's break out! Let's do this!"
jailbreak, 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 jailbreak.
I love the way the one free person is shouting to everyone else in a cell, "Let's go!"
Exactly. Hey, I can see them. I know that these goblins are absolutely badass. The cage isn't gonna fucking stop them. I know this. They just need the motivation to break out, and that's what I'm gonna give them. And
We've been going for 40 minutes already. What?
nice. So, Blade, you have your time to show off your badass skills.
He's feeding his own goblin right now. He'll be back soon.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So, I guess before that, then, I'm going to very quickly run over to the other kobolds.
Yes. And they're excited, by the way, as they're all up at the gates. They're like, "You did it! You did it! You did it! Get us out!"
Yes. And are they in a large cage, or are they just simply chained up in an open area?
They're all in a big communal cage where there's like a sizable group of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna tell them now is the time to finally take what is rightfully ours. We're going to overrun this place. We're going to take it all, and we're going to sacrifice every goddamn human bastard to the glorious goddess.
Yeah. and all of the kobolds are screaming and shouting, and you can already see lantern light shine on the stairs. You're running out of time.
As he's now immediately kicking the ever-loving shit out of this door in the vain hope of breaking it open.
If I couldn't do it, how could you?
Are you trying to smash the door?
I'm never going to get used to that sentence.
You see, I keep doing things that I'm not skilled in, but I'm going to do it anyway because it makes sense.
I love Father J's comment, by the way. Leave them to die. Go solo. May the force be with you.
God damn it.
Leave them to die.
And will I get any kind of bonus if the other guys in the cage help me out on their side? Because they'd be trying to break out too, won't they?
That is actually a thing. I believe you can be assisted. There's also such things as strong, which is where you're in a dominant where you're in a dominant position and it's easier for you to do it. I
don't think I'm in that position just yet.
Know how that works yet.
You're gonna smash in a dominant position.
God damn it. Get your head out of the gutter, sir.
This is the May. Oh my god, Father.
Careful, he inflicts psychic damage upon reading his posts. Careful.
I'm gonna say you get a modifier 1 because they're helping you out.
Okay, there we go. There's a 4. And just a 4. But I don't take the lowest roll because technically it's
one dot in it or no dot in it?
No dots. That
you
bonus
roll
1.
You roll 2 dice, and the bonus 1 made it so you had. Oh wow, that saved you because otherwise you would have had to take lowest.
Yeah, it actually. Ah, damn.
So it's mixed. So the door is rattling, and you could see it starting to give, but it's just not free yet.
This is
Fergal.
Hello. Okay.
Yeah, you're seeing a kobold just try to beat the shit out of a door with his other kobold fanaticals.
Yeah,
it's creating a lot of noise and attention.
Yeah.
This is going to slightly annoy Fergal because if that little kobold can get out of the cage, why can't he?
I know you can do it, man. I believe in you.
So this is gonna be a smash, but Fergal's gonna use his whole body just to fucking ram the door. I'm praying. Okay. Let's go. Okay.
Apple?
A
That's a
4 and a
mix.
3.
God fucking damn this door.
And the steel door clangs as you throw your weight into it, and the bars even bend, but the lock stays in place. Though there's more hand room now because they bend like outwards in a rough contortion of like your frame, yourself.
Jeez, the guards are gonna come down and be like, "What the fuck is
Yeah,
going on?"
they are hearing this cacophony of what the fuckery down there.
There's a loose kobold. There's a big fucking Fergal-shaped dent in the wall.
If we haven't pissed them off yet, they're going to be absolutely furious now, which is all part of the plan.
Captain Chum Chum, there are kobolds banging against doors. You can see that the Fergal the fun guy is like bashing against his door. It's even starting to bloat from how he's bashing against the bars. And there are guards like starting to take steps down, like confused, wondering what is going on. It is this point that what does Chum Chum do?
Chum Chum will shrug, and he'll begin to first thing he'll do is he'll unlock what is it? The manacle attaching the ball into his leg.
How do you do so? It has a really gnarly padlock attached to it. A big silver one.
Good point. Instead he will just begin to spin in a circle, and then with a kick, launch the heavy ball and chain at the door and try and take it open.
All right, roll me smash, but with a 2 bonus. You have a lot of power behind this.
Momentum and power.
I found Chum Chum in physical model form.
Oh dear.
That's worrying. I'm afraid to see.
Is that a critical success? I believe it is.
Oh my god.
I think you also get something when you do a critical.
How did you find that mini so quickly? That is like identical to what he just did.
Assisting is in the rule. Oh, you can also declare that you want to go hard, but you gain effect, but take position. And assist gives effect as well. Okay, yeah, so assisting is definitely a thing. As is teaming up, which is when a bunch of you do something. Let's see here. Critical. You clear stress by rolling a critical or on a resistance roll. Okay, in that case, yes, and so you rocket through the cell door in an instant. It breaks through and smashes apart, and the splintering of those bars, or the door flies against Fergal's door, causing Fergal's door to warp and bend to the point where the lock no longer fits. He just can push it open now.
I will do so.
But yes, all three of you are now free.
I just need to free my comrades, and then I can grab everything not nailed down. It's gonna be a beautiful day.
And
I mean, don't forget, we're still on a fucking
and a
ship.
caretaker comes storming down, goes, "What's all this there?" And he sees the three of you free, and he starts hastily drawing his bat.
Oh, that's gonna do a lot, isn't it?
Not before we kick his goddamn ass.
He pretty much takes you out a stick.
Yeah.
We're about to make him regret his life decisions.
Let's be honest, he's stuck on a ship with all of us. I think he already does regret his life decisions.
Yeah, we're gonna make him really regret it.
Yeah. How do you do so? He's looking at you nervously right now, like unsure how to go at it.
In fact, you know what? I think this will be a logins thing.
We can't let him get up and tell everyone else that we've escaped.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, the moment he sees this guy, like, raising up his bat, this fucking little kobold is just going to scream at the top of his goddamn lungs, scream for the goddess, and he's going to immediately jump at this guy. He is right now at maximum fanatical devotion, so there is no survival instinct whatsoever.
Oh god, and one of your claws is broken too, so it's gonna tear.
Oh.
Alright.
That moment when I should have picked Smash instead of Finesse.
Well, no, yeah, that's finesse. Yeah, you're leaping at him, so go for it.
That's true. Yes. No bonus, sadly. So, God damn it. Turns out a loud screaming guy running up and giving you time to notice his existence gives you time to dodge.
It
What a
also
surprise.
gives him. Oh.
He bats you back, and you're going to I believe you take a point of stress from that, or no.
Yep.
I have a lot of reading to do, so a lot of what's going on here isn't going to be accurate to the system.
It'll be fine.
But yeah, just for now, I mean, it's a bat anyway. It's not going to do a lot of damage. So yeah, he just bats you back, and you're going to gain a point of stress because that really kind of hurt.
Yeah, it really stings.
Yeah. We'll figure it out properly later.
Yes.
Alright.
Caught me off guard.
So, Captain Fergal, which of you would like to act?
I would love to act.
Okay, what are you gonna do, Fergal?
Fergal's gonna lower his mushroom cap of a head and just fucking bolt at this man.
If at first you don't succeed, try again.
Ram,
First you
ram
don't succeed,
again.
ram him until he's dead.
Ramming speed.
So you're gonna hit him with just tip.
Yep, my mushroom tip.
God damn it.
Is that
You
is that a
fuckers,
smash
now
roll?
now
that's a
you guys are
smash
doing
roll,
it deliberately
right.
now.
Alright, I'm gonna try smash him with just my mushroom tip.
Just the tip.
That's a 6 out of 4.
So that's
that
a
is
mixed and a success.
No, you take the highest.
Oh,
So
fantastic. No,
success.
just pure success.
Yeah. The only case where there are a couple cases where you count multiple die. Like if you get 2 6s, you count them both, and it's a critical.
Ah, okay.
So this is just a regular success. So yes, you ram him with your cap, and he's plowed into the stairs, and you hear a snap as he just kind of crumples to the base of the stairs.
Oops. Did I break the stairs?
You You broke
might have
something
broke-
on the stairs.
You broke him.
That's at least the stairs are still intact.
Yeah, the stairs are fine. Don't worry.
Well, the plan was to break him. We did say he'd regret his decisions.
God
I mean, having a broken body is regrettable to me. Yeah, so, alright. He's just gonna, like, stand up and look down and have a little smirk on his face.
Indeed. Though you do hear more screaming and shouting from above as you think more are coming.
Alright. I'm gonna move the corpse away from the body away from the stairs
Okay.
so they don't see it immediately.
Well, they are, when they come down the stairs, they're kind of going to see all of the debris of the broken cages.
Yeah, but they're not gonna, you know, they could see the body from, if it's on the stairs, they'll see it from atop the stairs and be able to shout. Everyone will gather at once and shit.
That's true.
Yeah, so I don't want them to be able to see it from up on top of the stairs.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you drag that to the side.
Is there keys on the body?
Yeah, they jangle and scrape against the floor as you drag him.
I take them.
Klepto.
Wow.
Like the
Oh,
moment,
shit.
like the moment this fungus is like, ooh, keys, the kobold immediately grabs them.
I was literally about to like just open all the cages to cause havoc. Like, oh, my keys.
Yep, and I immediately unlock as many cages as I can, as rapidly as I can.
Okay.
And
What's up, Plaid?
and ball and chains. That'd be great.
Yeah,
And
I'll
those
do that
ball
too.
and
Yes.
chains.
Yeah, do not worry. The ball and chain's definitely gonna be unlocked too. Don't worry about it. I will definitely not forget you.
Totally.
Then yeah, you hear screaming above, but not before you've unlocked basically everything that can be unlocked. You've set everything free. You set all the kobolds free, all the goblins are free, all the various other creatures are free, the orc
The
general's
empty
free.
cages.
Well, I mean, there were those ostriches,
Oh god.
and they're still there, and now they're just kind of moving around. One of them's just kind of pecking at the corpse, and there's a crocodile that's just kind of scurrying around. It doesn't quite know what to do because it's not that intelligent. It's just kind of going. Bark, bark.
How many ostriches are there?
There are 2 ostriches.
How many crocodiles? Just one.
Dos.
We will ride. We will ride to victory. I would like Chum Chum and his goblins to jump on top of the ostriches and attempt to ride them up the stairs.
How good are
Roll-
ostriches on stairs?
Roll me finesse as a team up. So I think this is a bonus of 1. Once again, we'll look it up later. But yeah, as you need to finesse them. Gotta finesse those ostriches, or they'll peck your eyes out. Oh, did you factor in your bonus?
Nothing in finesse.
But yes, you get oh.
Yeah, there's only 1 dice and no take lower, so that was it. Unfortunately, that's a failure. And from the looks of things here, if you do fail with a team up, you do take a point of stress.
Yeah, you take a point of stress as the ostriches aren't having it. They're kind of turning their heads and they're nipping at you. And you notice their beaks are serrated, unlike normal ostriches. These are evil ostriches. But they're snipping at you. They're not like hurting you. They're just like going, "Ah, ah, don't ride me. I'll hurt you." They're not saying it, but they're saying it.
They're just being pecky cunts.
Like regular ostriches.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I mean, it's it's kind of fair. They're pretty much just saying, just don't sit on me, you prick.
Yeah, like please don't ride me to battle.
Oh, I hear the ostriches outside my window. I hear them. They may be seagulls. Same thing.
Seagull stretches.
Seagull ostriches. I can't say that.
But yes, they start to nip and gnaw on you, and you can see intense lantern light at the top of the stairwell.
Okay, well. Okay.
And no, continue. I thought I had something, but I didn't.
Okay, now that I've freed my brethren,
Yes, there's a whole mob of kobolds now.
we're going to join the angry ostrich army up the stairs. We're going to just charge out with reckless abandon.
All right,
we know
yeah. The herd of you starts coming, and the ostriches see that, and they start leaping and bounding, with a couple of goblins like still attached because they're still in the progress of like trying to tame them. And so this comes up, and then you see a bunch of sailors with like flintlocks and cutlasses, and then they see the ostriches and the kobold horde, and they start to turn away, and they start running away, and so you're basically chasing them up and up to the deck, and you can see the quartermaster shouting in light, "What's going down out there?" And then an ostrich leaps up from the below decks with a goblin attached, who's still like, "Ah!" And the ostrich just pacing around the deck, and a bunch of the sailors are looking around in chaos as kobolds are just flooding onto the decks and running around. Though the three of you're still in the crew decks, because something you realize is maybe your old stuff is still here.
Interesting.
I like
Is there
to
many people on the crew deck?
Not anymore. They all got chased upstairs.
Great. Okay. I'm just gonna start rummaging through everything.
Yeah, you start rummaging through things, and soon enough, collectively, as you're rummaging through, you find a chest with some of your old effects. Like, some of it's been pawned or lost, but a lot of it you can replace in the room as well. What kind of items would you like attach yourself to? Like, what items do these wicked ones bear?
A club made out of mangrove wood.
Yes. Strong and stout. There it is.
Well, I don't know why I said but you know. Yummy.
Yummy. Delicious.
Is it bad that I know exactly where my book is? It's probably being used to like stabilize a table. It's just that fucking convenient. My big book of truths.
Yes, you find
So he
it
just-
wedged
so he just
under a
knocked-
table.
So he just knocks the table over and whatever was on it, like, and just grab his book, just gives it a fucking hug, and then just grabs like a random hammer that is there. He grabs like a dagger, which he's already starting to scroll like random shit on with like bits of coal dust or whatever. That's now his sacrificial dagger. That's what he's gonna keep until the end of days. And then he's gonna join his brethren up top.
All right, Captain. What do you find here?
Obviously. I find I don't find my cutlass that I thought I had, so I will have to use this Volunteer's weapon.
Oh, do you not find your cutlass here? Do you think
I think
it's
they
been...
might have thrown it overboard.
Oh, those
Well, other
bastards.
crew are using it. You did say they had cutlasses.
Yeah, some of them did.
Yeah, the captain might have taken it for himself. The
Ooh,
bastard.
he must die.
Like these infamous fucking goblin pirates, like, hey, taking them down. You got one hell of a trophy to show off after that.
All right, time to find the captain.
And so it is at this point that I declare halftime. So potty breaks, drink refill breaks. We will reconvene in about 5 minutes. I don't have a fancy timer for this. This is more of just like stretch and posture break.
Just count down in your head. There you go.
Use your mind palettes.
I shall be right back then.
How shall I?
I will sit here and use the chat. So hey Twitch chat, how's it going? Is Lich even still here, I wonder?
Still trying to think of good channel actions for this. But we'll get there. We haven't even gotten to the proper dungeoning yet. Because looking at what Captain Chum has. Mapping tools, leather armor, battle horn. Oh, there we go.
Do we still have anybody in Twitch chat? Or is that...
There are people here. Father Jaredy, Lich, they're still here.
I am back.
Alright.
I can now nibble on some chocolate cake I bought today.
Absolutely.
Yes?
I'm sorry, I completely de-thoughted myself. Let's see here.
Well done.
The leather Captain Chum Chum's gear mapping tools, leather armor, battle horn. Do you think you found all that in the ship, or is that something you think you'll be reclaiming later?
I'd like to think that they're probably, other than the ball and chain, everything else is in the captain's quarters, because I did claim to be a pirate captain, so he might
Ooh.
have reclaimed it to.
Oh, to say like here's a goblin pirate stuff. Look what I took. Yeah, humans are evil, horrible, or terrible creatures to monsters. So they would stoop that low to take a brave pirate captain's things to as a trophy. He must be punished.
Greatly, with fire. Lots of it. Oh, I don't know, a sword or something if you want to be boring.
Fire.
Like, I'm just saying, fire solves every single problem, and if someone says it doesn't, they haven't used enough fire.
Yeah, they're just not using enough fire.
Like, I know what I'm talking about. I'm a licensed pyromaniac. Chocolate cake's actually pretty nice. Holy shit. I was lucky.
And by the way, I think you got I think there's XP that we forgot to do. Hold on.
Possibly.
Because it'll say on the character sheet. Wicked XP. Take an ability to, you jumped into someone else's journey. You acted like a monster. You used your gear supply in a creative way. So, Captain Chum Chum, you should give yourself a Wicked XP because you used your gear supply in a creative way.
Oh, I should be right back a bit quick again. Sorry about this.
Yeah.
It's getting dark in my room now.
It's getting dark. And once Will gets back, we'll get right back into it.
Nice. So how was everyone's pee break?
Glorious. I think you also... There's also like XP that you get for using skills that you don't have. I'll look at that, and I'll give you credit for that next session after I like really read the rules and figure it out.
Fair enough. I'm very much enjoying this so far.
Yeah. And we, like I said, we haven't even got to the meat and potatoes of it yet. We're just kind of figuring out who our characters are and learning more about them.
An hour and 12 minutes. Jeez, this is really going quickly as well. What the fuck keeps texting me?
So let's see here. We almost have everything too.
I keep getting those damn
Oh really?
sex-looking robots texting me.
Sexbot. Because you chose your action, you chose your ability. Ah yes. So the next things you'll be figuring out are
And I'm back. Sorry about that.
Very good.
Oh, this
Your
is
dark
bullying.
impulses and your revelries, which is something that will come into play after this boat scene. All right, so I think we have everyone. If we are ready to continue.
Sure. Sorry, I got distracted. This woman, it's clearly a bot, said, I started a WhatsApp group for prostitution. Come join it. As
Oh,
a prostitute
Jesus.
or as a buyer?
Yes.
Brilliant.
So what else do you find, Fergal, in this room? Or do you think it's still here?
I don't know. I doubt the other stuff. I think it would just be thrown away. It's all kind of, fungus or foliage. It's all nature-related stuff that people would normally just throw away and not necessarily keep.
Ooh.
You know, someone would look at it and go, "That's just a few fucking bits of leaves."
Yeah. Sadly.
But you
Which-
know, he
which
can
means
make more.
We have to murder them harder as punishment for that, though.
You
Absolutely.
threw away my lucky flower, you bitch. I don't know
It's
why
at
I
this
find that
point
funny.
that you're starting to get pretty upset as you're all finally free and you're starting to channel your true dark impulses against these humans as they're all upstairs now, busy with all of the various other monsters who are about to join in battle. But you can just think of the horrible things that you shall do to them. What are your dark impulses?
Need to quickly look them back up again. I'll start first. Mine is Big Mouth. I will happily tell you how amazing we are in Dark Tongue to these human savages. Of course, they won't understand me, but I know for a fact they will ultimately because I'll be telling them through the power of force and rhetoric the true things
Force
of
it with
life.
you.
Oh boy.
Exactly. So you've just got this fucking fake tattoo wearing kobold just walking across the ship, screaming rhetoric and Bible verses at the top of his lungs the entire time. Which may be worse than violence after a while.
So you're obsessed?
No, he's a big mouth.
Oh, big.
That's
Oh,
what-
that's even worse.
He doesn't
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's pretty in character so far.
I'm loud and proud, damn it.
Loud little kobold. You're funny little guy. All
Oh.
right,
Arnold Schwarzenegger is in the boat with us.
I'm the captain. What's up, Friggle?
Imagine Captain. Oh, he would be so useless.
What
as a
is
boat.
your dark impulse, Fergal?
Fergal's dark impulse is cruel.
Oh no.
Fergal is eager to start ripping the arms and limbs off these pathetic humans. Slowly. Not to kill them, just to let them there. Leave them, limbless. They can't do much.
Oh dear. And oh, that is a dark impulse. And Captain Chum Chum, what is your dark impulse?
Captain Chum Chum's dark impulse is also cruel.
Ooh.
Copying me.
I mean,
You're taking my
change
stick.
it if you want.
No, it's all right. I mean,
No,
there's
I'm only
there's enough
fucking
violence to
around.
go around. Don't worry.
Everyone can. Everyone can all be cruel if we wish.
He's just thinking about ways that like he's not gonna kill the captain. He's gonna blind the captain and then leave the captain to live blind the rest of his life and not have to worry. He can't be much of a captain if he can't see.
Yeah. These are all thoughts you take pleasure in as you stomp up into the light, and you all gain a dark heart for recognizing your dark impulse.
Ooh, so where's Dark Heart?
Guess
There's
where
Dark
that
Heart.
is.
Ooh.
There it is.
Just below Threaten.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a little tiny little thing.
They're a special resource that you can spend to gain bonuses and rolls.
I see. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes.
So we walk up into the light.
Yes, as there's all sorts of sailors and ostriches and goblins, and some are locked in fights, others are just screaming and shouting and running. It's chaos and pandemonium up here.
So is it time to tear off limbs now?
Possibly.
I would like to. That would be smash. I mean, the opposite does. It's pulling, but
Well-
close enough.
What are you doing exactly? Are you just running up to a
Yes.
guy and yanking his arm off?
Well, they're running around, so there's gonna be one running past them at some point, I assume.
Uh-huh.
He's just gonna grab him, pick him up by the arm, just go and let him fall. Still holding the arms, just let the body fall onto the floor.
All right, roll that for me.
And boom. That's a 5 and a 4, so 5 would be the highest. It's a mix.
There we go. Yeah, that's mixed. So what happens is you grab him, you start to yank him, and his bones creak and pop, but he like finally wriggles free, and he starts to run away, but very quickly gets run over by an ostrich.
Ah, success in my eyes. That's someone's gonna dig up that skeleton in years and find it really weirdly, like disfigured, like his spine is straight.
Yeah, because the way it pulled him, he landed like low to the ground, so he was starting to like run away. But he just gets ran over by one of the carnivorous ostriches. Captain Chum Chum, you see the captain of the ship, and he's still trying to steer the ship as there's chaos going on in front of him.
Well, there's only one thing Captain Chum Chum would do.
Ooh.
He will run towards the captain, swinging the ball and chain, and then as soon as starting out in like up in the air circle, and then moving it so that it spins like up and down, and then when he reaches the captain, because he'd still be at the wheel, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna bring the chain up and right into his balls.
That's cruel.
That is quite cruel. So
Try not to imagine.
that's a smash, and I'm gonna give you dominant position because he cannot leave the area. I'm not sure if you gain a bonus because you're working your gear into it. That's another thing that I'm gonna have to look into.
So just my smash. What is it? What is that other thing give me?
There should be when you click on it, should say like modifiers. Give yourself a 1.
Okay. I'm gonna use my dark heart, I think.
Ooh.
You get a
now-
plus 1 to that.
Yeah, go for it. Oh, yes. You critically smash into his balls.
Captain Chum Chum, owner of the crits.
Critical cock and ball torture.
So this is a yes and situation. Not only do you do what you said you were going to do, what else do you do? Conjoined with said narding. Like you're
I'm gonna.
yeah.
He's devastatingly narded, and obviously he's gonna be like.
Oh yeah, his face looks pale.
Pale, and he's gonna take the opportunity to like be stumbling afterwards, to, like push him off the edge of the ship.
Easily, he goes tumbling off the side and into the water.
With a high-pitched shriek. Something tells me it wouldn't be easy to swim with aching balls.
Oh no, he's not floating well.
They're like cannonballs dragging him down. Poor man. Man? Person.
But yes, you have control of the wheel now, Captain. You're the captain now.
Ooh.
Do you know how to sail a ship?
He's a pirate captain. Of course he does.
Yeah, but I learned not to take things for granted. Last time I played a game like this, the captain sailed the ship into a wall, like a fucking cliff wall. So I've always learned, ask if the captain knows what they're doing, just in case.
But they're gonna lie.
True. That is very true.
All right, Loggins, you see the captain flying overboard as Captain Chum Chum is taking the wheel. What do? You're still reciting verses.
Yeah, first I see that happen, and I say that that's clearly a sign.
Yeah, it's an omen from the dark gods.
Yep, always is. Well, when it's beneficial, it's an omen. When it's not beneficial, it's a dark deed, like, sent to punish us. So, I'm going to call all my kobold fanatics. We're going to raid the shit out of this boat.
You're gonna do what now?
And in fact, we're going to raid the shit out of this boat. We're going to take everything not nailed down, and I do mean not nailed down. And personally, with my hammer, I'm going to start taking some nails.
Okay. From which portion of the ship?
You're just taking your floorboards now.
Are you
okay,
taking... Because the area you were in, the menagerie, was like the bottom of the boat. So if you took planks there, sinky sink.
The crew's quarters, the deck above.
Okay, so you're just taking siding.
Yeah, like me and the other kobolds, we're just ripping stuff off. We're taking bed sheets. We're flipping over mattresses. We're doing everything.
Absolutely.
And I'm taking a few floorboards.
Yeah, your whole squad rambles down, and you convince all the you scream to the other kobolds. You go down, and they're helping you just rip everything up.
Yep.
God, I'm trying to think if.
We could rebuild our own ship out of the wood that you get from the floorboards.
That'll be a scan roll, I think.
Yeah, if you're trying to yeah, go for it.
Because I also got to get the best stuff for myself, so
Yeah.
So you take floorboards, obviously.
Yeah. A thingamajig, mixed.
A yes. Oh no, that's I think. Hold on.
We need
Is
some
mixed no or no
materials
end?
to make our dungeon. We're building dungeons. We need some materials, so we might as well take all the floorboards.
Oh, that's right. Mix is yes, but okay. So you dig through stuff, and your crew's tearing apart this crew quarters, and amidst it you find a treasure chest that feels heavy with loot, and the kobolds all rocket from side to side as you found a point of loot that to bring with you to your revelry phase. So just remember that the party has found a point of loot.
Okay. Found a point of loot.
But that chest is locked shut. You have no time to inspect it now.
But we have just taken the best thing aboard this ship, so my goddess will not hate my guts. That's another reason to be hyper fucking greedy, is that if I don't, she will fucking kill me.
That is true. Gamosha demands more gold at all times.
Oh, actually, that's one of her things. Tier
true.
1, find loot.
That is a magic you can perform.
I've done. I've made it happy.
Well, yeah. Well, that's a spell you're able to do. You're able to use invocation to like do that, or you could even try and make that a ritual where you're like, I know there's buried loot on this island. Ritual.
Yes.
There are ways you can work that into the lore. It's fun. So,
I'm now just gonna bask in my greatness now for a while.
yeah. Fergal, you hear all sorts of hammering and sifting and thrashing beneath the decks. But a lot of the crewmen now are just getting pushed overboard. As the captain just got pushed overboard, the goblins and the remaining kobolds up here saw that and they're like, hey, that looks fun. Woo!
Okay. Fergal's gonna join in. Like, if he sees anyone left, he's just gonna grab them, like, by the scruff and just fuck them overboard.
Yeah, you start doing so, and at this point, like, people are flying overboard, and the boat is pretty much now yours.
Nice. Oh, that's good. Do we see port anywhere, or?
No, the larger islands are kind of far off in the distance, though you do see, like, smaller islands and plenty of uncharted land that isn't on the maps that you found so far.
Question is, do we want to go to the main lands? Because that's where we get most resistance.
That is true, as you have a way to get to your new dungeon, but where and what kind of dungeon shall it be?
If there's... I assume there's large-ish islands.
Yeah, there's some pretty sizable ones.
If we can get our own large-ish island, we can make it our own... Make our dungeon, build a false air town around it, establish a port, lure people in, and they mysteriously go missing. I mean, that's going to draw all kinds of adventurers.
To sacrifice, obviously.
Well, to do whatever the fuck we want to do.
Like sacrificing.
If that's what you want to do,
Yes.
then yes, you can sacrifice.
I have a one-track mind.
With a little room at the end of the corridor, right? Sacrifice. You can go in there and sacrifice everyone.
Yay.
I think that's a good, decent idea, to build a little area around it. Make it look nice, welcoming, and then when adventurers, you know what they're like, you know,
Yeah.
thick skull, small-minded, they hear, oh, mystery, let's go solve it. They come to solve the mystery, and we do whatever the fuck we want for them. So that's my idea.
Because on page 177 and onwards, there are the different kinds of dungeons that exist. You might the dungeon theme, and this determines what kind of special rooms you naturally have access to. You do get a flexibility slot, so if you see like a room that you all as a group really like off another list, you can have it. And these are tier 3 rooms. These are like the super special rooms that you build over time.
Ooh.
And so your options are as follows. The Enclave, tapping into the arcane. This is where your lair radiates arcane energy itself and twists the land around it. Buildings and rooms inside of it might include a library or a potion lab, or even a spawning chamber to spawn infinite dudes. Or you could possibly be building a forge, powered by some kind of primal source to empower and enhance your defenses. A forge has rooms like the factory, or the vehicle bay, or even a workshop, to build even more powerful traps. Or You could have a hideout. Excelling, where it puts the blame on others or meddling with faction plans. When you gain blowback, you're able to like point it at other people. So this would actually kind of filter in with Chillout's idea, because it's got like a false top, you know. And rooms here might include a roost or a planning room or even an obstacle course. There's the stronghold, where you have a raiding party, which is a special extra minion pack shared by all of you, that is another defense that you get, and something that you can use to pillage the surface. Rooms here include the barracks, the war drums, and the smithy. And finally, there is the temple. Once per cycle, one member of the dungeon can beseech the dungeon's deity to cast a tier 3 spell from their domains. So this is the arcane, or the channeling and divine power type of dungeon.
The best option out of all of these, you mean? That's what I thought. Yep, we are all in agreement. I knew it.
I disagree.
So
I always knew we agreed.
So you're, it is at this point that you have control of the ship, so you have time to discuss this. How do your characters discuss this? What is the right way to lead as the Wicked Ones?
Well, that's actually a very good question. Because, honestly, a stronghold sounds really fucking cool. Like, I gotta be honest there. Yeah, because once you pick, like, the forge or the hideout, and that's, like, the main thing, but then you get, like, one other of the other ones. That's what you said, right?
Yes, you can choose a tier 3 room off any other list as a flexibility.
I was partial to the hideout.
Yeah, the hideout does sound very cool. Like, there's a planning room, you can get a tavern in it.
A gambling den.
Yeah.
An obstacle course.
Actually, the gambling den may have just won it for me because I'm a greedy fucker.
Greed is good.
And a
Greed is very
dojo.
good.
Because who doesn't want a dojo?
What are your thoughts, Captain?
If you're there, Cap.
I'm fine with anything as long as when we use our flexibility, we can have the vehicle bay and the forge.
That works for me.
Ooh. You know what? I'm actually very okay with that as well.
Yeah.
So if you want,
good.
so what we could do is we could go temple, and then with a vehicle bay.
Yeah, because you do get to pick one tier 3 room to start with, so there's nothing stopping you from starting with the vehicle bay, and that way you have somewhere to stash your new ship.
True. And I mean, we can always get gambling den and shit at some point, I assume.
Well, if you went with a hideout and used it as a vehicle bay, you could get the gambling den.
Yeah, let's go with hideout. The hideout does seem to be
idea.
like the most like not generic, but like the most versatile for like themes.
Yeah.
It even has Agents of Chaos, and really, that's really beneficial.
Yeah,
That can be my
Gear
that can be
locker.
my moments.
because with that awesome fake town that you're building, that will eventually be used by unwitting lightsiders and maybe even some dark corsairs. That well represents the Agents of Chaos rule, because why would we attack this island? It's a little port town. What are you talking about?
Exactly. Sure, they were a bit weird, but everyone's a bit weird when you're in the middle of goddamn
Sure,
nowhere.
people disappear, but
I mean, we are surrounded by jungle. Like, people disappear all the time. It's just an unfortunate part of life.
yeah, they could just get drunk and wander off, and oh well.
Get eaten by an ostrich.
Or a
You know?
massive mushroom man. Who knows?
Hey, I haven't forgotten the ostriches are carnivorous now.
Who knows what else is lurking on the island? We haven't gotten there yet, so God knows what's running around there.
Mega beetles.
What's that? Just 4 men with a drum kit and a few guitars?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I say let's go with a hideout.
Okay.
Yeah. What a
Thinking
vehicle
a hideout at kind of a smaller island?
Yep.
Alright. Then...
I mean, the pirates, right?
Arr!
Close enough.
Yeah, we're close enough.
We're on a boat. I mean, does that make us pirates?
I mean, you just
We're
did some
evil
proper
people on a
looting.
boat, so
Yeah. Marauders. You see land in the distance that fits exactly the kind of evil you're going for.
land ho!
Is it bad that I think we should go to like on the west side of the map? There's those 3 little islands, like the one that's right in the middle.
It looks like a sideways smiley face.
God damn it, Jade.
God damn it, I can't unsee it now.
I love the way he just went, God damn it, Jade!
I cannot unsee. We're at the Smiling Islands now.
Which way do you look at it though?
If you cock your head to the left, ooh, it looks like a duck.
You have to turn the frown upside down.
It still
mean,
looks
the
like
one-
a bunny.
On the big crescent one on the top, not top right, but like the upish right, looks like an upside down banana.
That as well.
Oh god. It only gets worse.
We all see
And
what we
the
will
one
in the
directly
clouds.
beneath the banana looks like a mushroom cap.
If I zigzag my eyes hard enough, I can see the goddess in the islands.
I'm pretty sure Margaret Thatcher's in these islands somewhere.
Didn't we already say there was carnivorous ostriches?
Sing.
There's not much of a difference. I mean,
They are the Thatcherites, the ostrich, the
the only
carnivorous.
difference is the ostriches have better hairstyles.
Oh, get wrecked.
Alright, then. You find an island, and most of the kobolds and goblins are just ecstatic to be off and just run off into the jungle interior. You're sure you'll run into them again, but the ostriches as well are free and go stalking off into the wild.
Hunting Margaret Thatcher.
God damn it.
Okay.
And you all explore and go deep into the interior looking for the perfect place for your new dungeon. When you see a small cave hidden by brush that looks like the perfect entrance for a hideout. But you see lantern light from within.
Oh, I was hoping for free real estate.
Time
Alright.
time to kick out some tenants. It's gonna be
Let's
great.
go kill someone.
It's not a first day at a new home if there's not blood on the walls, you know? So let's go.
We have to christen the house. Virgil's just gonna stomp his way towards the lantern light. Plump, 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 plump.
I'm holding my big book of truth as a weapon.
Yeah, he has his club as well.
Jeez.
It's either a weapon or a defensive shield. It's one or the other, considering how big the book is. Because you know those like really fucking big books
Yeah.
that you can get. It's like one of those, but a kobold holding it. So like it's like almost half his fucking body size. It's a pretty nice book.
Right.
I make sure Chum Chum has all of his gear before he leaves the ship.
Oh yeah, you had plenty of time to sift through the old captain's quarters and get all of your effects, and you now look quite proper.
And even though I found the cutlass in the ship, I'm gonna leave it in the ship as I've decided that this ball and chain is a much better weapon for me.
Very, very much so. You've had nothing but good luck with it.
Oh my god.
So we see lights in this cave.
Yes.
Let's go. Just plump over.
You do. You go closer and you hear the mutterings of the light tongue, and kind of sneakily you can see that there's a bunch of them. There's a crowd of washed up sailors, and in tatters there's some kind of officer that's just sitting in the middle, working at a map, as these seem to be like castaways from some other ship.
Oh, so not the ones we just threw off.
No, these don't seem to be those castaways. No. That would have been
Okay.
funny though.
Yeah, we just bump into them. They see us go, oh shit!
No, but this seems to be a different crew, and the flag looks different.
Alright, let's just kill them. No? No one agreeing with me?
Say again, sorry.
Let's just kill them.
I am very okay with that plan.
Okay.
You
I
have
will
my
blow
vote.
my battle horn.
You have a battle horn?
I have a battle horn.
Why don't you have a battle horn? There's the real question.
You blow your battle horn, and all of the various sailors and the officer all get up, and they start reaching for their weapons, and they're like, start screaming out light tongue, who's there? Who's there?
Alright, Virgil's running in with his big club.
All right, you're running in. Who else is following the crazy Myconid?
I'm following the crazy people in, because I'm crazier than they are. I know that for a fact.
Indeed. All the crazy people.
Yeah.
We've had to endure a fucking boat ride for weeks. We're all a bit mad right now.
That's true.
Like, we're finally on land. No wonder we're probably a little bit like mad and crazy.
The adventurer, Bill, the mutinous officer, is going to pull his soggy flintlock, and he's going to shoot at the Myconid, the fungi, Fergal.
But if it's soggy, how's he shooting a flintlock?
Well, the gun itself is a little soggy. I mean, he's since like dried it. It's just like
Oh,
it
okay.
looks very like bloated and messed up.
Okay, so it's not wet powder, okay.
Yeah, that would be a
So
little
to say,
very
it's gonna be
difficult.
very disappointed.
disappointed.
You can still use it as a club.
But psst, what? And the gun misfires, and it just like smoke fires, but it doesn't properly like combust. He goes, soggy shot, dang it.
The bullet just rolls out.
And so he just kind of throws the faulty pistol to the ground, draws his cutlass, and says, "Defend! Defend!" Fergal, you hit him first.
I'm gonna try to bonk him on the forehead. Well, the head in general, not the
Yeah.
That's 4. That's a mixed.
Yeah, you catch him nice on the forehead, but he kind of parried it with his cutlass to the point where it didn't hurt him as much as you wanted. He's still up and fighting, but he's momentarily kept you at bay for now. But you did clip him.
Okay. I'm waiting for my evil friends to just fucking
Alright.
make a show of us and come in.
All right, Captain Chum Chum. There's a bunch of sailors and an officer. Bill, the mutinous officer.
Well, we can't have mutiny. So he'll swing his ball and chain and aim for this officer's hips. Trying to hit him with a big, huge metal ball.
All right. Destroy them.
That's
Yeah, you get him in the hips, and he crumples. The sailors all scream, "No, the officer!" And they're starting to run forward. Loggins, you're in position.
I am in position. I'm gonna hit someone with a fucking book. And with my big book, of course. Like, it's the best book. I'm probably throwing it at someone, if anything.
You're gonna wampus someone with your book?
The good
Yeah,
book.
but
Have you read The Good Book?
Yeah,
Yep.
but I'm gonna try and do it a bit sneakily, if that's okay. Like,
Ooh.
during all the chaos, I'm like sneaking around, and then I see a head, and I immediately go whap, and I throw the book at him.
Go for it.
That will be a scope, because I'm trying to be sneaky.
Yeah.
Huh?
Mixed.
The
So
sailor
yes, but
ducks under the book, but the book then clobbers a different sailor in the head,
hey,
and he goes down like a sack of potatoes.
hooray!
But there's still a few sailors left.
I have no weapon anymore, so I'm running the book away. I'm like, ah, fuck, my book's gone.
Scurry, 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 and they start sword fighting with the lot of you, and they have to take the failure, so they are fighting with you, but Fergal, with your branch, you just keep swatting their swords away, and they just cannot touch you, and they're petrified. It's your turn now.
Fergal's gonna do a nice sweep with his big branch of a club. You know, just try, I don't know, cripple people, I guess.
Yeah.
That's a success.
Yes, it is. You whomp, 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 whomp in one single blow. You just take a bunch of them down. Just heads crack, they tumble, some are bleeding, some are just passed out. But the remaining, like, 1 or 2 sailors just start sprinting out as you have cleared this little spit of a cave. It is now yours.
Nice.
Hooray!
And in defeating an adventurer, you have gained another point of loot.
2 loot!
Okay. Is there a special place that I can put that in, or just keep?
That's just something to keep in your notes, just like you have 2 loot coming to you, because that'll come into play later.
Yeah, I wrote down we have 2 loot.
And it is at this point that you all you all happily go to bed knowing that the start of your dungeon has just begun. But you are woken up in the middle of the night by little wet, slippery feet going little feet just skippering and scampering around in the darkness.
I'm gonna investigate that.
You peer behind a rock, and you see an imp has joined your dungeon. Imps are skitterish, feisty little creatures, incapable at combat, but quite capable at construction and dungeoneering. They are attracted to the presence of wicked ones such as yourselves. But they're also a little quirky.
Yeah, so are we. So it's not like it's going to be any different.
As
they'll fit right in.
These are sea imps, little fishy-looking critters with wide shark-toothed grins and little fins or little webs between their toes. And would you describe them as clever, cowardly, cruel, manic, noisy, stupid, surly, troublesome, or some other word?
I would say manic, honestly.
Yeah, I'd say that too. Like, they're energetic as all hell. Do you ever...
You like that, chum?
Oh yeah, I think that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, you get to pick two of them. I'm sorry. So they're definitely manic. What's the second one?
Clever.
Ah.
They're quite smart.
Clever and horrendously energetic.
They're children. Oh no.
Oh fuck.
Then yes, please. Or actually, hold on. I'm sorry. I haven't made this available to you yet. There's another character sheet that you guys get access to. That it's a sheet that is for the dungeon.
Is this a communal sheet or?
Yes, this is a communal sheet for you guys. I just made it available to you. And yeah, so there you're gonna be able to like write down stuff about the imps.
I see your dungeon name and all that shit.
Imps, they are manic and they are clever.
Yes.
I wonder if what I did now on the sheet now for everyone else.
Yep, everyone else can see it now.
Ooh,
and
yes, I see that.
Let's see here. Where does it say? Yes, we're gonna tag it as a hideout. Yes, excellent.
And for the ability flexibility, we're putting
Yeah,
vehicle
that's
bay, right?
yeah. Oh, whoop. Vehicle. Okay. Oh, you got it. Okay. Q. Then it is at this point that I declare our session was a rousing success.
Yay!
This was episode 1 of Wicked Sales. We did everything I wanted to do, which is learn who our characters are, get them out of the starting predicament, and begin building the dungeon.
Finish our character sheets.
So we have the straight man fungi, we have the brutish goblin badass, and the quirkiest one.
The quirky one.
What did you mean by the straight guy, the straight man?
Like, you're the most serious so far.
Oh, okay.
Like, you're a serious person. That's what I meant.
I thought you
That's
just
what
assumed his sexuality.
I can't
yeah.
do that in this current year, otherwise I get crucified. But no, you're the straight man in the comedy, you know? So I do all the crazy shit that people find entertaining, but you're the one who goes, hey, how about you stop being so crazy and think more logically?
Yeah, Virgo just seems to like to bonk things on the head with his bat. If anything.
Yeah. See, he's a problem solver.
I guess.
And so, are you guys fairly sure you want to do the vehicle bay first? That is a good idea.
I
Yes.
do think I want to do vehicle bay, yes.
Yes, we need to go out across the world with our fucking ship and be absolute badasses and absolute pain in the asses to anyone who dares bother us again.
Because it'll start off like at in progress, but once you complete it, you'll be able to trick out your vehicle into a cool super vehicle that has like extra traits like armored or fast, or you could even make it a
nice.
dirigible if you wanted to. Like, you get full creative
Or-
control.
What I was thinking, a submersible. We have a
Yeah.
submarine.
Everyone's like, ah, yes, the open seas is nice and fine. Suddenly, out of nowhere, the Goblin submarine rises from the
This
depths.
is basically the Goblin Flying Dutchman.
Red October?
Dutchman, yeah. It's just gonna rise out of the water. Sink things.
We're coming. We're coming for you, Captain.
Junior, is that you?
My God.
This is my Russian accent.
No.
Is it?
Nah. The only thing I can do in Russian is da.
Hi, lady.
I can also
Hi,
say
lady.
"Sto."
This is
Sto is like what? What was that part?
I was gonna do a Scottish accent, but it would be the Russian because that's what Sean Connery did.
But yeah, it
Ah,
sounds
yes.
like we have a great idea of what kind of dungeon to build. So, how do you want to do that? Because at first I thought I would draw the dungeon, but then I realized like I want to give you more creative control than that. So what I'm thinking is in Roll20 I'll have you like put down markers and like draw on that, and I'll use that as a blueprint to actually draw it in Krita.
Oh, fair enough.
So
In my spare time, I might do a Tailspire version just for fun.
sure,
See what happens.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool, actually.
because
It's nice to get a nice 3D modeling
Yeah.
going of whatever you're doing.
because the biggest thing is you're going to get to choose starting rooms for the dungeon.
We need a cafe.
But the other thing is you'll have to also figure out the cool stuff like the entrance, which we already I mean no, we didn't actually discuss that.
No,
we'll-
we discussed the facade on top.
yeah, we discussed the facade, but we'll work that into the entrance. We'll
I have an idea for the entrance.
But yeah, these are all questions that will be answered next time, because next time will be more of the this is our first proper dungeon episode. You know?
And this is every Tuesday, right? Same time.
Yes, sir. Same bat
Yeah.
time, same bat channel. Let's see here. Why am I not seeing this?
So we're gonna have the red phone in the Commissioner Gordon's room and everything.
The
That'd
back
be
row.
pretty rad.
We're gonna have a bookshelf that slides open with two poles that go down.
That would
to
be
the dungeon.
neat.
I would love that. That'd be badass. I want that in my house. Forget stairs.
Will Fergal find the the resources he needs?
Holy dungeon, Batman!
Will Loggins get the
There we go. So
awareness from his deity that he wishes?
So the biggest thing is you'll get to choose a tier 1 room, a tier 2 room, your tier 3 room. You've already figured out that you want a vehicle bay first, which is totally fine by me. But you also get to make a creature lair, a lock, a trap, and a trick.
Ooh.
And a trick is like an illusion or other like thing that can buy people time. It can make someone drop something. Like they suggest like a water lock to make like a warrior drop his armor, that sort of thing. Like they're things that are meant to manipulate the minds of a adventurer. To like, for instance, it could be a hole so that they go, well, I need to craft a ladder to do that, and that takes some time, you know?
No, I do. I see what you mean.
And then collectively, you get to decide what your sanctum looks like, because at the very bottom of the lair is going to be your room, essentially. It's this big communal chamber that the wicked ones hang out in, and you also have your own like bed chambers like sprouted off that.
I was going to say you could have like, you know, a split 3 ways, sort of, you know, draw a line in the sand. This is my room.
You could do that too.
We cooperate in the idea that we hate everyone else, but then the moment the others are gone, it's immediately back to like, okay, fuck you, and fuck you too.
Yeah.
Well, I can imagine
how
it.
amusing it would be when people stumble in and see it split. And it's like one side is like all this fungus and shit, then it's a nautical theme on one side, and just like a prayer with shrines to a goddess on the other.
Yeah, and at the middle, it just and you could like see the clear divides between it. It's just so funny. We might actually roll with that.
I like that idea.
We might roll with that, but yeah. So the biggest thing is what kind of tier 2 room do you want? And like the obvious choice is a guard room, because you get to like put one of your minion packs in there to like hold that spot. So that's something to consider. But that's all stuff that we'll do next time on Wicked Sales. Does anyone have any promotions?
I do.
Sure, chill out.
The Chill Out Corner on Twitch, actually on Spotify for all your podcasting needs. I keep forgetting to plug that. For now, every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. Fridays with gracious host here with Table Flip Fridays. Mondays I have Monday Madness, where I normally play random games. For the next while, it's going to be Generation Zero with my good friend Suni Mahara there. And Tuesdays will be Tailspire Tuesdays with maps and shit.
Oh yeah.
So there you go.
Camp Chum Chum, got anything?
Finally, I do have something to plug now. So there's a channel called The Raven Rules. He's a friend of mine, and we're starting to do online party games, and he does himself. He does games with some people that I don't normally play with, but they do like. Have you ever heard of a setting called Iskloft?
Can't say I have.
It's basically
Iskloft?
like it's a Iskloft, Iskloft.
Iskloft. I can't say I have.
It's like a Viking kind of role playing setting, and he's doing the Curse of Strahd campaign from 5e through that.
Ooh.
So it's like a
Raven rules, did you say?
raven, like a bird raven rolls.
Oh,
roll.
Raven
like
rolls.
I see them.
So I'll be doing those other party games with them, and he's also working with me on building more of a freeform 5e kind of thing.
Nice.
So that's what I've got down to promote.
Hell yeah. Got anything, Siraxa?
I have no Twitch presence whatsoever, and the only people I know who have Twitch presences is you guys. So,
Well, every now and again you're
That's
on
it.
Table Flip Fridays with me and Legion.
Yeah.
that is true. Yeah, every once in a while on Friday, I'm able to participate in a wonderful board game
See,
session.
You have a
with,
Twitch
Robbie.
presence. Son of a bitch.
Just not your
Technically,
own, it's everyone else's.
I just leech off yours like some kind of parasite.
Some
We
kind
need to
of.
get a massive group to play Red Dragon in.
That'd be
Oh,
great. I want to do that.
I
Yeah.
missed Red Dragon in so bad.
Um,
The last,
yeah.
like, there's one character I want to play really badly. It's a Gorgon.
We can finally do
Yes.
an official demo.
Yeah.
Like the Gorgon is so good.
And actually mark it down this time as a demo.
That would be good. Might actually get a little bit of credit for that. But
Yep.
in any case, I'm going to shuffle us off. I don't think there's enough of us to warrant a raid.
Yeah. So,
I mean, I never mind. It actually is kind of good habit to get into it.
even though there's not much there, it's always decent to raid, you know.
Yeah, we'll say hi to someone. Let's say hi to someone. Who do we got?
My good friend is live if you don't have him.
Uh,
What's he doing? He's playing a pirate D&D game.
ooh, that might.
Which I wasn't able to be a part of, which is very. I played it before off stream, and it's like one of my favorite games, and I wasn't able to be a part of the stream for him, so I was very sad. And he put my character in as an NPC, and they killed him off in the first 2 minutes.
Oh, that's mean.
And I missed it too. I joined. I was like, "Hey, did I miss my character?" Like, yeah, he's dead. I was like, "Fuck."
It looks like someone's playing. Oh yeah, Garbot Games is about to play a Star Wars one shot, and it's May the 4th.
Oh, it is May the 4th. And
May
guess
the-
what that means? Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars.
Star Wars,
if-
nothing but Star Wars.
Is it a role-playing game or like a computer game?
It's gonna be a role-playing one shot, I think.
If it's not the Fantasy Flight system, they've made a mistake.
I might be playing. I
Well,
might be streaming.
Feel
so
free to go
try
type that in their chat and see how long you last.
Oh, cause if it's Saga, I'm just gonna cry. Like, it's an okay system, but it's just D&D with Star Wars blasted on top of it. It's a paint job,
All
damn
right,
it.
we're getting out of here before Fantasy
It's
Flight
still a fun
cancels us.
system.
Yeah, I'm gonna head off as well, you guys.